Welcome to Bible Logos. I'm David DeLuz, and I'm your broadcast host. Today, I'm excited to bring you part one of the message, Don't Waste My Time, because I ain't coming down there. Please like and share this message on social media with your friends and family. All right, here's part one of Don't Waste My Time, because I ain't coming down there.
I believe there's a word from the Lord in the book of Nehemiah. We're going to go back there to chapter 6. So if you could stand with me and turn with me to Nehemiah, the 6th chapter, commencing with verse 1, ending with verse 9. When you have it, say amen. If you don't have it, say wait. Give it 10 seconds. Nehemiah, the 6th chapter, verses 1 through 9 reads as thus. Now it happened when Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem the Arab, and the rest of our enemies heard that I had rebuilt the wall, and that there was no breaks left in it, though at that time I had not hung the doors and the gates, that Sanballat and Geshem sent to me, saying, Come, let us meet together among the villages in the plain of Ono. But they thought to do me harm. So I sent messengers to them, saying, I am doing a great work, so that I cannot come down. Why should the work cease while I leave it and go down to you? But they sent me the message 4 times, and I answered them in the same manner. Then Sanballat sent his servant to me, as before, the 5th time, with an open letter in the hand, and it was written, it is reported among the nations, and Geshem says that you and the Jews plan to rebel. Therefore, according to these rumors, you are rebuilding the wall, and you may be their king. And you have also appointed prophets to proclaim concerning you at Jerusalem, saying, there is a king in Judah. Now these matters will be reported to the king. So come, therefore, and let us consult together. Then I sent to him, saying, no such thing as you say are being done, but you have invented them in your own heart. Some translations said in your own head, in your own mind. For they all were trying to make us afraid, saying their hands will be weakened in the work, and it will not be done. Now, therefore, O God, strengthen my hands. Now listen, the rumors that folks were starting there, they said in verse 9, for they were trying to make us afraid, saying their hands will be weakened. In other words, the work won't get done. Go ahead and have a seat in the presence of the Lord. If I can label this message today, I would say, don't waste my time, because I ain't coming down there. Hashtag, stay on the wall. Hashtag, I ain't got time. Hashtag, rumors. And I want you again to listen through this message from the filter, or through the filter of a church on the move, a church trying to build, a church trying to accomplish some great things. Did they turn the air off? Okay, it's quiet in here. One of the greatest gifts that God can give us is time. It's a gift we often take for granted. But I want you to understand how fleeting time is. Because once it's gone, it ain't coming back. And I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how influential you are. I don't care how affluent you are. You can't make more time. You can't demand more time. And you can't buy more time. It was Dr. Benjamin E. Mays who said, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, I can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it. give an account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. And there's no sadder scenario than for folks who continue misusing or wasting the time God has given you, being unproductive, frustrated, mad, stressed out, angry, disappointed, stagnant, bitter, perplexed, flabbergasted, spiteful, vindictive, infighting, annoyed, content, troubled, worrying. Tell somebody it's time to move on. And one of my major pet peeves in life is dealing with anything or anybody that wastes my time. And if the truth be told, that's one of the reasons some of y'all attend worship service here at the Faith Fellowship Community Church, is because part of the time, most of y'all know that we're going to get out of here in less than about 2 hours, because we're not trying to waste your time, at least not on purpose, for the ultimate worship experience. Do I have a witness here? And if you are a good steward of time, you are acutely aware of and avoid situations or anything or anybody that wastes your time. Do I have a witness here? And let me help somebody this morning and say, not everybody and every situation deserves for you to waste your time on it or them. Do I have a witness here? In fact, you might start feeling a little bit better if you implement a no-tolerance policy. Don't waste my time. And just a brief background about how Nehemiah wound up on this wall. Under the ruler King Artaxerxes, who was sympathetic to the Jewish people, he realized that even though they rebuilt the temple, their hearts were not turned towards God. And let me pause here parenthetically and say, on the onset of a building campaign, just because you have a building filled with people, don't mean that the people's heart is leaning towards God or have a heart to work. Do I have a witness here? And that's why Artaxerxes sends a prophet by the name of Ezra. He sends Ezra he commissions him to go back to Israel to lead a spiritual revival to rekindle the hearts of the people to worship God. In 14 years, Ezra has been commissioned to go back to Israel. Word gets back to Artaxerxes that the kingdom, that even though the kingdom had been rebuilt, the walls in Jerusalem had not been rebuilt.
Welcome back. In this message, Elder Miller encouraged us to be like Nehemiah and stay on the wall. Don't waste my time, because I ain't coming down there. I'm David DeLuz, and I want you to remember that the sower sows the word, and therefore it is with the same measure you meet that it shall be measured unto you again.